Historical background Part -2 Introduction. Pharmacy is a versatile, dynamic, growing, and increasingly diverse profession, one which creates an excitement because there are so many opportunities for service. It is an age-old profession which has transformed into a hub for global healthcare and evolved as multidisciplinary and multifaceted field in recent times. With the phenomenal rate of advances in the pharmaceutical industry, the health sector has thrown open a sea of opportunities for pharmacy professionals. Unfortunately, in the eyes of the public, the role of the pharmacy profession and its contribution to healthcare are often not duly recognized and even misunderstood. This is possibly because both public and policymakers believe that pharmacists' role is restricted to merely buying and selling of medicines, like that of a salesperson in any ordinary shop. However, as we shall see, there is a lot more that pharmacists do to contribute to the health of the nation. Pharmacists work in a wide variety of healthcare settings in the pharmaceutical industry, carrying out a wide range of activities from R&D to manufacturing to quality control, packaging, quality assurance, etc. in practice settings, hospital and community, i.e. retail pharmacy, in academics, regulatory affairs, clinical research. Pharmacists are healthcare professionals whose professional responsibilities include seeking to ensure that people derive maximum therapeutic benefit from their treatments with medicines. This requires them to keep abreast of developments and advances in knowledge and technology related to manufacture and use of medicines, professional standard requirements, laws governing pharmacy, etc. While by nature of work practice, many pharmacists work silently behind the scenes, some of them who are in direct contact with patients represent the face of the pharmacy profession. Thus, pharmacy is a product, as well as a service-related discipline, increasing its scope twofold. It is a noble profession which unfolds a vista full of opportunity leading to a golden future for a young career aspirant. As proof of the public's confidence in their pharmacists, the profession is continually ranked by the Gallup poll, conducted in the USA, as one of the most trustworthy professions. Holding such a respected place in the healthcare system is a point of pride among pharmacists, earned through their dedication to ending pain and suffering. Pharmacists represent the three largest healthcare professional group in the world, and in India today there are around 8.5 lakh pharmacists working in various positions, applying their unique knowledge and skills, contributing to the health of the nation. Pharmacists enjoy substantial rewards for their efforts, professional satisfaction as well as monetary. The remuneration varies depending on field of work chosen, geographical location, work responsibility, skills and experience. Through this booklet, we hope to reach out to the young aspirants and the general public and give them an overview of the various facets of the pharmacy profession, the various career options and job opportunities, to help make informed career options and job opportunities, to help make informed choice as to whether to take up pharmacy as a career or not, and also to make the public aware that pharmacists are important members of the healthcare profession and there is a need to make the best use of their services in order to improve patients' quality of life. Pharmacists serve in all areas of healthcare, and we hope that this booklet will open a wide vista of choices for you. Pharmacists at work. Pharmacists work in various settings. 1. Pharmaceutical industry. Pharmacists perform various tasks in the pharmaceutical industry. 2. Their work is thus usually behind the scene, not in direct contact with the patients, yet largely contributing to the healthcare sector. 3. Practice settings. Pharmacists perform various tasks in practice settings, community and hospital, and are generally in direct contact with the patients. 4. Other settings. Pharmacists also work in other settings, academics, regulatory, government, clinical research. Pharmacists perform these various functions either by themselves or take help of various personnel technicians, skilled, unskilled, salespersons, other support staff. Pharmacists are responsible for training and supervision of these personnel at different levels. 1. Pharmacists in the pharmaceutical industry. Pharmaceutical industry in India. The pharmaceutical industry in India is one of the largest and most advanced among the developing countries. Besides providing employment to millions, it ensures that essential drugs are available at affordable prices to the vast population of India. The architect of the Indian pharmaceutical industry would be Acharya P. C. Ray, who founded Bengal Chemicals and Pharmaceuticals Works Limited, the first pharmaceutical manufacturing facility in the country, in the year 1901. It started by making drugs from indigenous materials and then went on to manufacture quality chemicals, drugs, pharmaceuticals and employed local technology, skills and resources. Prior to India's independence, bulk drugs were imported and a very negligible quantity was manufactured in India. However, just after independence, many multinational companies set up base in India as trading companies, later moved to repacking of finished formulations within the country and progressed to manufacture of bulk drugs and formulations. Slowly, Indian companies too set up their manufacturing units, and today, the Indian pharmaceutical industry has made its mark in the global arena. Over the past few decades, the Indian pharmaceutical industry has attained widely ranging capabilities in the complex field of drug manufacture and technology, and almost every type of drug is now made indigenously. Around 70% of the country's demand for bulk drugs, drug intermediates, pharmaceutical formulations, chemicals and vaccines is met by the Indian pharmaceutical industry. India has the highest number of US FDA-approved drug manufacturing units, factories, outside the USA. Today, it is mandatory that all pharmaceutical manufacturing units follow Schedule M of the Drugs and Cosmetics Act, which lays down stringent standards to ensure that the units follow good manufacturing practices. A large number of Indian pharmaceutical companies thus adhere to highest quality standards and are also approved by regulatory authorities in different parts of the world. Today, in India, there are 270 large R&D-based pharmaceutical companies including multinationals, government-owned and private companies. Besides, there are 5,600 smaller licensed manufacturers. In terms of value, the Indian pharmaceutical industry ranks the globally as the 14th largest market by sales value, $20 billion, R&D globally ranked 3 by volume of sales. This accounts for 8% of the world's production by volume and 2% by value. The Indian pharmaceutical industry is likely to grow to $45 billion by 2019. India is now one of the top 5 manufacturers of bulk drugs in the world. India exports 30% of its produce to the rest of the world. It ranks 17th in terms of export value of bulk actives and dosage forms, $5.8 billion. India exports pharmaceuticals to more. In the pharmaceutical industry, pharmacists perform tasks in various departments sections. Area of pharma industry is linked with supervisory role of pharmacist. Pharmacists can work in research and development in different areas like drug discovery, reverse engineering, formulation and process development, upscaling from pilot to manufacture, troubleshooting, stability, packaging development. Pharmacist can further supervise in another area like production and manufacturing. In production, manufacture of bulk drugs and intermediates, finished medicines, vaccines and other biological products, veterinary medicines, Ayurvedic medicines, diagnostic products and medical devices. Pharmacists can also further work in packing and in various stages of packing like primary packing, secondary packing, tertiary packing. Pharmacists also can work in quality control in various departments like product testing, throughout the life cycle of the drug and finished products, from raw materials and packing material to finished goods, and also in stability studies of the given samples. Pharmacists can also work in other departments of the company like quality assurance, sales and marketing, regulatory affairs. Quality assurance mainly focuses on documentation, internal audits, external audits and other training-related programs, etc. To pharmacists in practice settings, pharmacists form a vital link between the doctors, nurses and the patients. They are an important component of the healthcare team, the ultimate goal of which is patient welfare. Pharmaceutical care services. Till many decades ago, the basic function of the pharmacy was of compounding, i.e., preparing extemporaneous preparations, and dispensing, giving of medicines across the counter. As ready-made, industry-made medicines increased, the number of preparations compounded has greatly reduced, and the pharmacists focused more on inventory management and dispensing of medicines. Then, since the late 1960s in the developed countries, the focus of pharmacy practice has moved from its original product focus. In these countries now, pharmacists are increasingly playing a key role in assuring that medicines are supplied in a safe and effective manner, along with relevant information, to the patient. Pharmacists thus are involved in patient education and work in collaboration with physicians to assure that the patient benefits from rational and evidence-based medicine, with adequate follow-up to ensure compliance and improved patient care. Ultimately, pharmacists are now a provider of patient care. Pharmacy professionals have thus entered the transitionary phase and are changing their roles from mere dispensers to medicine therapy managers. This type of patient-focused approach is known as pharmaceutical care. Pharmaceutical care is the responsible provision of the drug therapy for the purpose of achieving definite outcomes that improve or maintain patients' quality of life. Pharmacy practice in India. Pharmacy practice in India is governed by the Drugs and Cosmetics Act 1940 and the Drugs and Cosmetics Rules 1945 framed under the Act, other related legislations. Regulatory officers, drug inspectors, drug controllers, etc., appointed under the Act regulate the licensing and running of pharmacies, medical stores, chemists and druggists. The minimum qualification for registration and practice of pharmacy is Diploma in Pharmacy, D. Pharm, or Bachelor of Pharmacy, B. Pharm, or Doctor of Pharmacy, Form D. In India, against the backdrop of ongoing and profound changes in healthcare delivery systems, a slow yet steady paradigm shift in pharmacy practice is occurring. Pharmacists have slowly begun to realize their true potential. Community pharmacy. There are around 5 lakh pharmacies, chemists and druggists, medical stores in India in almost every nook and corner of the country. These friendly neighborhood pharmacies are doing yeoman service to the nation by providing quick services and medicines to the public through the day and even at odd hours. A large majority of the 5 lakh pharmacies are independent, family businesses passed on from generations, yeoman service to the nation by providing quick services and medicines to the public through the day and even at odd hours. A large majority of the 5 lakh pharmacies are independent family businesses passed on from generations, yeoman service to the nation by providing quick services and medicines to the public through the day and even at odd hours. A large majority of the 5 lakh pharmacies are independent, family businesses passed on from generations, and distributors in the country has taken upon itself to organize its members and also to conduct professional training programs for them to gear up to face the challenges. Hospital pharmacy. Hospital pharmacy is defined as practice of pharmacy inside a hospital close to the patient in an environment where doctors, nurses and other healthcare professionals interact with the pharmacists on matters related to medicines, surgicals and other patient care items required. In India, there are more than 15,000 hospitals and around 9 lakh hospital beds. Most of these hospitals have pharmacies run by pharmacists. Pharmacists thus work both in private and public hospitals across the country, PHCs, CHCs, district hospitals, tertiary and teaching hospitals, hospitals of other public sector undertakings like Coal India, railway hospitals, SS hospitals, etc. While the pharmacists here fulfill the traditional role of inventory management, storage and dispensing of medicines, there is a vast scope for providing clinical services for patient benefit. Clinical pharmacy. With the introduction of a master's course in pharmacy practice more than a decade ago, clinical services in the hospitals, especially in southern India, have geared up. The pharmacists here work in liaison with physicians and attend ward rounds and contribute towards ADR, adverse drug reaction, monitoring, treatment chart reviews, making suggestions in therapy, taking medication histories, providing drug and poison information, etc. A further boost to the clinical role of the pharmacist is the introduction of the 6-year PharmD program in India from August 2008 in various colleges across the country. This program is specific to prepare clinical pharmacists with specialized skills in patient care services. As the experts in medicines, pharmacists have always been known as accessible and trusted source of advice and treatment. Today, their contribution to healthcare is developing in new ways to support patients in their use of medicines, and as part of clinical decision-making, practicing pharmacists thus have the potential of helping our country in facing these challenges. Pharmacists with their knowledge and expertise can help in rational use of medicines, health promotion, managing medicines and drug therapy storage and dispensing, providing patient instructions and counseling to patients in making effective self-medication choices and decisions for their health. Thus, providing that pharmacists are vital members of healthcare team. 3. Other settings, academics. Pharmacists as teachers have various roles to play in the teaching institutions, pharmacy colleges teaching students, and also carry out continuing upgradation and research work, liaison with industry and pharmacy practice settings for overall development and promotion of pharmacy. One needs to be a postgraduate in pharmacy to qualify as a lecturer, and in order to climb up the academic ladder, a PhD is very much essential. There is a lot of demand for qualified teachers in the country and even in some countries in Asia. Those with an inclination towards teaching and research have ample opportunities and scope for development in this field. Here, there is an opportunity to develop the future generation of pharmacists, and thus, teachers play a very crucial role in the whole gambit of the pharmacy profession. Teachers who wish to can make time to get exposure to the pharmaceutical industry and the practice settings depending on their interest, so as to maintain a good rapport as well as to keep themselves updated. Regulatory. Government pharmacists work in the Drug Control Department in various sections. The CDSCO, Central Drugs Standard Drug Control Organization, www.cdsco.nic.in, is the central body in India for drug control, and each state of the country has its own drug control department having local jurisdiction. In this department, pharmacists are involved in regulating various aspects of the pharmaceutical industry and the trade distribution network. Their task is to ensure that the pharmaceuticals in the market, right from raw material to finished product, and the distribution from the manufacturing facility to the customer is regulated so as to ensure the safety, efficacy, and quality of pharmaceuticals. They, drug inspectors, assistant drug controllers, drug controller, carry out inspections, are involved in giving clinical trial approvals, manufacturing approvals, market approvals, etc. And some work in the drug testing laboratories associated with the Drug Control Department, pharmaceutical chemist analyst. Clinical research organizations, CROs, in India are well into the playing field of clinical research worldwide. Clinical research offers ample job opportunities and is estimated to be worth close to 100 rupees plus crores today. With inherent strength and country-specific advantages, they have established themselves and have the potential to become a strong global power. A lot of multinational companies have already established a base in India, having gauged the huge potential that India offers. CROs exist in India either as departments of a large pharmaceutical company or as independent research organizations. Majority of the research being done across the world today is sponsored by the pharmaceutical industry but regulated by strict regulations and guidelines. Most of the CROs offer varied services in clinical research. Pharmacy education in India. Pharmacy education in India has undergone significant changes in the last couple of decades. India has the unique distinction that the one pharmacy college in Asia was started in Goa, India, in the year 1842 by the Portuguese. In 1932, Professor Mahadev Lal Skrof, called as the father of pharmacy education in India, started a pharmacy college department at the Banaras Hindu University. Since then, the picture has changed drastically, and in the last couple of decades, we have seen a tremendous rise in the number of pharmacy colleges spread across the country, considering the huge demand for the same. College offering pharmacy education in India S.No course offered 01. Diploma in Pharmacy D. Pharm 02. Bachelor of Pharmacy B. Pharm 03. Doctor of Pharmacy Pharm D. 04. Master of Pharmacy M. Pharm. The conduct of the course of study, approved US 12 of the Pharmacy Act, 1948. The lists of such institutions are displayed on the official website of the Council, www.pci.nic.in, www.pci.nic.in. There will be a never-ending demand for pharmacy professionals, not only in the country, but also across the globe. Foreseeing this demand, the government and the universities have taken special steps to uplift the profession of pharmacy. Eligibility and course requirements. Diploma in Pharmacy D. Pharm. The eligibility and course requirements are: minimum requirement for admission is 10 plus to science background, which is BIPC. Diploma is course of 2-year full-time plus 500 hours of training. A diploma holder can join as a lateral entry. He or she can enter into second year B. Form on merit. Next one is degree, Bachelor of Pharmacy or B.Ph.M. Minimum requirement for admission is 10 plus 2, which is called Intermediate Group. PCM means Physics, Chemistry, Maths. Or PCB, which means Physics, Chemistry, Biology. And you should also qualify CET, which means Common Entrance Test or Exam. After 4 years of full-time course of B. Pharmacy, you may join as lateral entry, direct to 4th year of Pharm D on merit. Or you may also join in post-graduation in Master of Pharmacy, which is also called as M.Ph.M. Minimum requirements for M.Ph.M. is B. Form on merit. Master of Pharmacy is a 2-year full-time course which includes 1 year of research work. After M. Form you can also join into doctorate, which is PhD in Pharmacy. Minimum requirements for PhD is Master of Pharmacy. It can done as full-time, part-time with a minimum of 3 years. Degree: Doctor of Pharmacy, which is also called as PharM. D. The minimum requirements for admission 10 plus 2, which is also called as intermediate in physics, chemistry, maths, or intermediate in physics, chemistry and biology, or physics, chemistry, maths and biology, or diploma in pharmacy. Doctor of Pharmacy is a 6-year full-time course including 1-year hospital internship. Pharmacy curriculum subjects. Pharmacy curriculum includes a wide variety of subjects, thus reflecting its interdisciplinary, multidisciplinary facet: pharmaceutical chemistry, pharmacology, pharmaceutical analysis, pathophysiology, pharmaceutics, pharmacotherapeutics, physiology, anatomy and health education, pharmacognosy, biochemistry, pharmaceutical management, pharmaceutical microbiology, pharmaceutical biotechnology, pharmaceutical engineering, pharmaceutical jurisprudence, pharmacy practice hospital, community, clinical pharmacy.